Well, what do we got here? This just came in the mail. Let's see what it is. So this is a Bateria Power SunRock 20 Pro. It's an MPPT solar charge controller. That's what we're going to be playing around with today. Let's talk about some of the features real quick. First of all, it's easy to use. It's got these SAE connectors that allows for really quick disconnect. It's totally plug and play. It works with either 12 volt or 24 volt. I'm only going to be testing it with a 24 volt today because my solar panel is a little bit more powerful than this unit can handle. We'll get into that a little bit later. Works with a variety of batteries, from the AGM, deep cell, all those sealed flooded lead acid, all that stuff. I don't know much about that stuff. I'm a lithium iron phosphate guy, and that's what I'm going to be testing today. But it does do more than just the lithium iron phosphate. It does temperature compensation as an integrated thermal sensor that eliminates overcharging in hot climates and undercharging in cold climates. So if you're using this in an RV or in a camping scenario where you're not in a protected room, it will protect you from those really important things if it's too hot or too cold. It can save yourself a lot of trouble, save your battery. It's an MPP charger. So, that means you can get up to 100% efficiency, and that can save you 20-30% over the cheaper PWT types. It's waterproof, so you can use it outdoors. Again, if you're camping or you're in an RV, you don't have to worry about bad weather. So that's a really cool thing. It also comes with an app. You can just click on this and download the app, whether you're using an Android or an Apple iPhone. I have an iPhone, so that's what I'll be using today. But it's got a lot of cool features. Of course, it's small, it's compact, it's at 20 amps. So let's hook it up and see what it does. But before I hook it up, there's two things I want to mention that are general to charge controllers. First is you always want to hook up the battery first. You always want to hook up the battery first. I can't say that enough. I can't stress it enough. Hook up your battery first, then your solar panels. The second point is make sure your charge controller and your solar panels match in voltage and in amps. And that's, again, really important for my setup here because I can't hook this up to a 12 volt battery with my solar panels. It'll just overpower the unit. So you got to make sure those two are matched. There's always numbers on the back of the solar panel, and this unit comes with all of the documentation that tells you, what the wattage, what the amps, what the volts, all those are. So just make sure those two match, otherwise you're going to have problems. So let's go ahead and hook this thing up, see what we get. First we're going to do is we're going to hook it up to my battery. I've got a 24 volt battery set up. It's a little hodgepodge because this is a temporary setup. But you can see, unit power is on. It's pretty cool. It's already set to lithium iron phosphate because that's what I have. If you want to change that, you can just hold down this button and walk through it. It's pretty easy to do. Shows the state of charge. You can see that there's no amps coming through right now because, again, the solar panels are not hooked up. You can see the ambient temperature. E00 means that there are currently no errors. There are different troubleshooting error codes in the pamphlet here, in the user guide, I should say. So if you do run into an error message, you can easily troubleshoot it. All right, well, let's hook up the solar panels now. So my solar panels are MC4s, which is pretty standard. This is, of course, not an MC4, so you need to buy an adapter. It does not come with an adapter, so you need to buy the adapter. You got to make sure that the polarity is not reversed. You don't want to mess up your unit. And you just hook them up. I mean, it's that simple. We're rocking and rolling. Now it's going to show how much juice is coming through. Mine is extremely low because right now there's not a lot of sun out, but you can see that there is 0.3 amps coming through, so there is some coming in. Cycle through this again. All of these are pretty much the same. Again, you can see no error code message, which is good. You can see that it's blinking at the efficiency level. It's 100% efficient right now. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Another thing that's really cool is this app, which I'll do a screen capture on. But with the app, you can do everything that you can do on the unit. Of course, most people like to use an app, use their phone. Really nice app, definitely worth using. But yeah, you can control everything. Let me do a quick screen capture here while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, it's a nice unit. I mean, if you're on RVer or a camper, I mean, this is a great unit. It's small, portable. I would, suggest it if you're going to be doing one of those tasks. For me, it's not a good match because I have a large solar array and a lot of batteries, so this is a little undersized for that. But the portability, you can't beat this thing for going hiking, spending the night somewhere, wanting to have a little bit of power with you. You bring a portable folding solar panel, this little unit, a small battery. You can power a couple of small devices. It's a nice unit. If you're interested in buying it, there is a link below. If you've used this unit or a unit like this, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. And as always, like and subscribe. And thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.